Gears of War E-Day. I thought it was great. You might have a different opinion. But just because I like the game doesn't mean I don't have criticism also. If you want me to give you the real spiel on what I think about that game, stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Nufftingz Speaks with your host, Nufftingz. Now listen, as you heard in the intro, I played Gears of War E-Day, and I enjoyed playing it. Now, let me give you a little bit of background here. Okay, so I've been playing Gears since the beginning, right? And I know as I've been playing now, even when I play Gears of War, the original, that there's a lot of new people, and if you know about Gears, you know that the Mexicans have really taken over Gears, right? Like not only Mexicans, like the Latin people in general are just so good at Gears. Like, oh my gosh, I play with some amazing players, right? You probably know a couple of them. I'll say a couple names later and you'll be like, yo, I remember him. Okay, so here's the thing about Gears though. So I've played all of them, right? I played Judgment. I've played all. I just didn't play the Funko Pop one or whatever it was. I didn't play that one, but I've played all of them, right? The tactics, all that, right? I'm a huge Gears fan, right? And I'm also not the greatest PvP player, but I know how to play. I can carry myself, whatever. But E-Day came out. And I gotta be real, I've done the betas for like Gears 2 and Gears 3, and I can't remember if it was Gears 2 or Gears 3 when they had the sawed off and it was like the two piece. It was so overpowered, like you would actually melee and then shoot from the hip and you'd kill people instantly. It was the greatest thing in the world, and then they nerfed it and the sawed off was just poop. It was dookie after that. Moving on. E-Day, when you first start playing it, right? You have to change the controls, right? Like if you are a Gears player from the beginning, the controls are brutal when you start off because you got to use the stick to run. It's like Call of Duty controls, and that's what one of the homies has said to me before I even got into the beta. Because one of the dudes I played Gears of War 4 with, he had played the beta when it was out for like 2 hours, and he was telling me like, yo, the controls are a little odd. So I was like, all right, so I jumped on that. And they have like a little tutorial at the beginning. It reminds you of Gears of War 2 when you do the little tutorial. It just reminds you of that, right? But the game looks great, okay? I tried to do regular Horde, but it kept putting us into Horde Siege. So I had like a team of 4. Now, the way how it's structured, right? You have level up perks for your gun. So like you can put like a bayonet on your Nasher, right? Which then you can, instead of mailing, you can like retro charge. Like, when you do the retro charge with the Lancer. I thought that was cool. I didn't get frag grenades right away, but they have these like really cool gadgets. Like not gadgets, but like, okay, like a decoy is like a grenade now. So you can like throw it out like a grenade, right? Which I thought was cool. But like they have some of these spikes and all that like shoot out a whole bunch of spikes. There's one of them that you throw it and all the spikes come out, but there's another one that you plant and then the spikes open out. I also didn't know if you could tag, because I tried and it didn't seem like it worked. Anywho, so the running isn't like your typical running where you're just like straight running through, like you're running through like a wall or something, like you're running like Juggernaut. It's not like that. It's more like you're left right running, right? Like sort of like if you're speed walking. That's how it looks to me, right? But the game, like I said, looks amazing, and I thought that Horde Siege was pretty cool. Now let me tell you how Horde Siege went. So one of the criticism I had was how tanky the Locusts are. Now I know that the modifier was for them to have the bosses to have more XP. I'm sorry, XP, HP, right? But one of the things I noticed too was like to cover was really difficult because when you got to the waves part, like there's other things you can do, like go after priority targets, whatever. But when you're doing the 10 waves, right? It's not like how it was before, where your fabricator is somewhere and then they can't come behind you. Like I know in Gears 5 they sort of allowed Locust to come behind you, but this is different. Like you're in a spot. There's this one area, I can't remember what it was, but you're in like a building, right? And it has like steps to the left and steps to the right, and they go circular. you could have Locust just appear right next to you, right? And it doesn't have to be like a drone. Like it could be like a boomer. And if you look at these boomers, you can tell these locusts were eating well because these boomers look like they just ate two boomers from Gears 1. Like these guys are huge. And we're talking, they're just big and fat. Like it's like, dude, they just look like they just had they're eating 9 meals a day. Like these guys were bulking up, bro. Like they were big. Now, one of the things I said too was like how they just kept coming behind you. And I remember I was in some chats when I was playing like Gears 4 and Gears 5. And some like one person said to me, well, it looks like, the locusts are just jumping up and the cog aren't ready for them. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, so what he's trying to say, right? If you don't understand what I just said, because I just totally butchered it, was that because this is an invasion, the cog doesn't know what to do, right? And they're just going to get hit from all corners because they're not ready for this, right? But here's the thing, though. I can understand that for like campaign or something, but to make the argument that because this is an invasion, that they can just appear, over you, next to you. Like, it's a little bit weird to me. Like, I'm not saying the game is like overly hard. Like, you level up your stuff, but I wasn't playing on beginner. I was playing on the second difficulty, right? Now, the thing is, when they're this tanky and like they could just backhand you once and kill you or knock you down, and then like to get up, like you just keep pressing A so you can move and all that. This is like X. And apparently you can like change the settings to like hold the button, which I never even knew until recently. But my point is, look, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, yes, let them invade. But can you imagine on like a master difficulty or inconceivable when you have them just appear like that? Like, so you can't, and like there was no fortifications. Like you could not put up, barriers or anything like that. So, like to me, it's like, okay, you have to be really good at Gears, or it's just like they might need to tone down the aggressiveness and how strong these locusts are. Like you can sit there and tell me a million times that, oh yeah, because it's an invasion. Yeah, but we've had games where we had invasions before, but they can't let it be like they're so OP that you have no chance. And like I have beaten many of the sieges, right? But the fact that it's so sweaty, like we're talking like you sweat, bro. Like it got to the point where it gets so intense that my controller's sweating. And I'm just sweating on my controller. Like the game is great. I must keep saying that because the game is great. But like the balancing was really not there for me. Like I'm gonna be real, man. Like and like there's people that were complaining because like, okay, when I played the betas for Gears 3 and Gears 2, right? I remember, was there a beta for Gears 2? I swear there was. I could be wrong, but I do remember doing the beta for Gears 3 and, playing the other ones like before they came out, whatever, right? The thing is, you would play that the whole weekend. Like you wouldn't stop. Like you would have a crew of you guys and you wouldn't stop. I had people that were leaving and going and playing Gears 5 and going and playing Gears 4 and doing Horde mode because of how unbalanced this was. Like, if you didn't have a team of 4, you weren't playing it. Like, it's not like you could just jump in a lobby and play with randoms. Like, you need to know what you're doing. Like, you need to have a team. They need to know what they're doing. And this was the issue that I saw. Like, there was no drop-in loading to random people, and they actually would play. And like people, I noticed that when I was playing, if they died once, they're leaving, right? So they're gonna have to fix a lot of that. I think the Locusts were just way too strong and way too smart. Like they knew what they were doing. Now, now moving on, we're gonna talk about the guns. So, seeing how the Locusts are so OP, their weapons are just as OP as them. They have the greatest weapons, and I'm talking like, and these weapons had blades on them. And like these locusts, like they look like they were out for some booty, man. Like they wanted to kill everybody because these weapons were just made to just annihilate the cog. Like it was like no humans left. Like that's how bad these weapons were. There was a weapon that shoots out like a spear, like Scorpion. Like and like it would connect to the person and then you bring the spear back and it would rip them apart. Like I thought that weapon was absolutely beautiful. There was like a Marza type of locust weapon. I didn't use them all, but this one was like a Marza, right? And it had like this big blade on it. And bruh, that gun was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. Damn. like damn. Like that weapon was good. Like you'll like you when you play, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love this weapon. Now, so during Siege, you would also have times when there'd be an invading Brumach, an armored Brumach. Now I know I think there's one time I played and it was just regular Brumach, but they had some armored ones where the armor was like all around them and you had to like shoot them in certain spots, like how they are in the regular game, but this is way more armored, like their face armor, like armored corpsers and stuff too. So a lot of these, characters, like a lot of these invasion characters were really good. Like I was like, dude, it makes sense, right? Now, I also know that when you get killed by a Brumach, they actually do executions now. Like they can grab you, rip you apart, whatever. It's sort of like how, the Berserker would just grab you and rip you apart. Now, I'll be real with you. If they do this game, right, properly, I really hope there's no berserkers because the way how it's set up, a berserker would just rip through you in your spots that you're trying to, protect, right? A berserker would just run in there, destroy y'all, and go have a cigarette after. Like we're talking, a berserker would just maul everybody. So I'm wondering if the berserkers are even going to be in it. I don't know if anybody I never saw a berserker in the invasions or any of that. So I don't know if there's berserker. If there's any, let me know in the comments because I did not see a berserker. But, I'll tell you right now, if you are a player of Gears 5, you hate the matriarch. On master difficulty, the matriarch will just run up in there, destroy everything, unless you have, demolition and you're just OP as hell. But, many times I've been in a Gears game and a Gears Horde and that matriarch just runs up in there and destroys everything, and a berserker in this game, in E-Day, would be wow. Like, it would just, but then it wouldn't be like the matriarch. You could actually hit it with flamethrower. I don't even know if if the Scorcher was even in the game, to be honest with you. But anywho, overall, I think the game was a 10 out of 10. The beta. And I'm excited for the campaign and what the campaign will bring. Because Gears always has good campaigns. I think every Gears campaign was good, except for 5. I didn't really, no, let me change that. Except for 4. 5 was good, but I haven't played it in a long time, so I have to play it again just to remember. But I know 5's campaign was alright. Gears 4's campaign, I could not even tell you if I even remember any of it. Yeah, like it wasn't that good. But Gears 3 campaign will always be amazing. Gears 2, Gears 1, like their campaigns are always good. So I expect this campaign to be extremely good. I think it'll be good because it's more invasion, like we're like, it's like what you're doing is like they're dropping human cogs into, war infested areas to get intel on how to deal with the Locust. So where it's going to go, like, because we know how the other games are, but it's cool playing it now where they're trying to figure out what they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I thought the beta was good, but I'll be real with you. I did talk to some players that are like, killers in master difficulty in Gears 5, and they're like, we're not going to play till the game comes out. They didn't want to try the beta. They just wanted to play it when the game comes out completely, and it's not full of all the bugs that it does have now. And yeah, the other thing that I didn't like, I have to say this part, was how the chainsaw worked. Whenever I would chainsaw, my character would go left, right, left, right, left, right. I heard they fixed it after, but it didn't fix for me. Like, it literally, when you chainsaw and you just walk straight, or you can like move around, but the chainsaw stays the way it is. like you hold it in place. In this one, the chainsaw would like your sensitivity would just go so high, like you'd be all over the place. Like you could spin around with the chainsaw. And like there's many times that I would try to chainsaw and it would miss like a wretch or something. And I was like, dude, how? Like how does that even work? But anyways, um once again, 10 out of 10. I think the beta, there's things to be fixed. There's some balancing issues. I don't know if they'll fix it. I hope they do. Because let's be real here, not everybody's a Sweat Gears player. At least make it so that, casual players can enjoy it. Because one of the things I hate about games like this is that people that aren't good at it just want to experience it and want to enjoy it. Don't make it so that they don't want to play after. Like that they wasted their time starting to play this because it's just so hard. There's a reason why people don't play Dark Souls and Lies of P and all that because they're so hard, right? I'm not saying I don't play them, but sometimes people just want to casually game and have fun or pretend like they're God and they can kill everything. Like, sometimes people just want to have fun and not have to sweat. If your controller is sweating, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like my controller was sweating, y'all. Like, woo! But yeah, so I think I might have covered, I don't know if I covered everything. If I didn't, I apologize. But I think the game was good. I think the beta was fine. Fixed a couple things. It should be way better. I think the campaign will blow us away. And I just hope that, they take feedback and sort of fix certain things. Like, I honestly wish, because, like, I didn't say this part, but you could change the controls. And the original controls are pretty odd, unless you're like a Call of Duty player. But, like, you could change it to Legacy and, like, Legacy Alt. And it's not like the controls are fine when you change it to Legacy, but like one thing that I did notice too is that you could jump over everything. So you go into cover, you don't press A to jump over, you press Y, and if you're holding like a heavy weapon, you could use Y and still jump over with the heavy weapon, which I thought was cool. But overall, the game was fine. The game was good. If you played the beta, tell me what you thought. Like I'm not saying the game was perfect, but I'm not saying it was bad either. The game was good. So, and like being able to perk your weapon so it's not the same as it was before, and with the classes and all that, I think that was good. Like now you can have your own little setup, and you don't have to like follow everybody else. So if someone's a demolition class, or there's not like what I'm saying, like it's not demolition, but if someone's like a sniper, their loadout's going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Than the other sniper. Like, so it's cool that they gave us, options to change how we are. And the skins looked all right. And I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to blow, the world out. It's going to show everybody that Gears is back. Also, remember, I didn't play PvP. I only did like Horde. Also, people are saying it's going to be Game of the Year, but we all know it's going to be Grand Theft Auto. But Gears will bring people into it, and I hope that if you do play it, you enjoy yourself. And remember, guys, gaming is supposed to be fun. We don't need to be sitting here stressing out, fighting, comparing PlayStation and Xbox. Bro, we're grown children. You know what I'm saying? We are fortunate enough to be able to play video games with our kids as an adults, and we should just have fun. Seriously. If we stop having fun playing video games, then, why? Like, what do you say, man? Like, if you're playing video games and it's a job, maybe you should go do something else. Like if you enjoy video games, just enjoy it. Stop criticizing everything and just enjoy video games, man. We're lucky to be able to play and enjoy ourselves, man. We got internet. We can play with other people all over the world. We can do all types of things now, man. So just enjoy it, bro. So if you had fun playing it, let me know, man. Comment down below and tell me enough, man. I like the game. I'm gonna play that, and then maybe we could run a game of Horde together, and any Gears. Just let me know if you guys want to add me on Xbox, man. It's Nufftingz, Nufftingz, not SZ. What my gamer tag is, what my YouTube stuff is, right? Holla at your boy, man. We could run some Gears, man. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.